December 6, 2023. This is the zoning administrator hearing at 4 p.m. For the city of Los Altos. I'm Director Nick Zorns. I will be reviewing today's agenda. So the first item is the zoning administrator minutes from November 15th, 2023. Those minutes have already been drafted and reviewed by myself and the deputy director. Those minutes are approved as prepared. So with that, we're going to jump into the public hearing items, which is item number 2 for a property at 501 Cherry Avenue. Sean Gallegos, staff planner, can you give a brief presentation over the project?
Sure, Director Zorns. The application is a design review application for construction of a new 4,290 square foot house, 1 story with a height of 23 feet. The design review applications for 1-story houses are typically reviewed administratively. However, when a proposed 1-story house exceeds a height of 20 feet, the zoning code requires that the zoning administrator review and consider the item. Staff does believe the project meets the development standards for the Area 110 district, complies with single family design guidelines, and does recommend approval. Includes staff's presentation.
Thank you. I do not have questions of staff or you as the applicant, so I don't know if you want to just say anything specifically, or you're okay with just moving on to public comments.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so with that, I do not have questions of the applicant or staff, as I've already seen these plans before they've arrived to the zoning administrator hearing today. You guys are adjacent neighbors, I'm assuming.
The owner.
You're the owner, okay, and then
I'm the neighbor.
yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, did you have any public comments for or against the project that you came specifically, or questions, something regarding the project?
Really, I'm just interested in here if there's anything people want to know. I just wonder, like, when is the duration of the project? When do you expect to finish? You know, or
Yeah, we apply for the building permit now. I think maybe the construction will start early next year, and we'll finish it within 1 year.
about 1 year?
Yeah, but that's the plan, hopefully.
I see.
Yeah, so typically building plan check, just so you understand, usually at minimum is like 3 to 4 months of really getting through all of the building plans because of structural and non-structural building code compliance, as well as on-site or off-site engineering requirements. So it's not like a super quick, you know, next week type of a process that they'll get a building permit. And it could be longer depending on how long or how fast they want to move forward with their project. But then construction ends up depending upon how fast the contractor that they select for their project to move forward. But again, that's all stuff that the city isn't really involved in. Building projects though in the city of Los Altos do have to be completed within 4 years now. Otherwise there's fines and penalties that are associated with the project. Most single family homes don't take longer than 4 years. However, there are some abnormal circumstances that have happened in the past, but for all intents and purposes, that's kind of, you know, the standard is to build a brand new home, and generally construction, you know, just it goes as the pace of the contractor.
Sure, okay. I see. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Could we have your name for the record?
Oh, Patrick,
Patrick, what?
Chen, CHA.
CHA?
Yeah.
Great.
What's just wonder what's the typical your crew would work during the week, like
We'll follow whatever the city requirement we have from Monday to Friday. I think Saturday.
Yeah, so construction's allowed Monday through Friday in general, and then on Saturdays it is allowed as well. The time frame is shortened on Saturdays. It's not allowed at all on Sundays or federally recognized holidays. So in regards to the amount of crew and construction, you know, staff that would be on the site, that is also dependent upon the trades that are going to be, you know, on site for this type of development. So it really just depends on that. I think some of these questions are things that you're going to probably, you know, have to talk and, you know, also have good neighbor to neighbor relations with the contractor, as well as obviously your new neighbor that's gonna be living next door, sooner rather than later. And so obviously everyone wants to be, as neighborly as possible, but, construction is inevitable. So as long as it's happening within the confines of the time of construction, that would be allowed. But those are some of the things you guys would need to talk about detail wise about how many people are out on site and any of the associated impacts with, things immediately nearby on the street or what have you. So, but
Yeah.
that's not necessarily a part of something that's reviewed or discussed as a part of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so with that, there are no public comments that substantially change or warrant any consideration for modification of the design review application that's before me today. So with that, the project on 501 Cherry Avenue is approved as presented today. And staff will provide you with an approval document letter that memorializes this approval. But you guys can enter into building plan check and seek your construction documents, okay?
Thank you so much. And how long I will receive the approval notice? Because my demo permit, because my contract,
Will
the demo permit is approved by building, but they won't issue.
usually 15 days, 15 days
15 days?
after, yeah, 15 days from today.
Yeah, so Sean should have it out to you before the holiday closure, which is the last week of the year the city's closed.
Okay, so demo permit
so-
is not issue.
Yeah, so I would imagine he'll be able to get you that approval letter by the end of the year. So, yep, okay. Okay, so with that, there are no additional public hearing items, no other items of consideration for today's zoning administrator hearing. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you. All right,